bigger guy know that they're in there with a real fighter.
So far, I think Khan's trainer Virgil Hunter is going to like this first round.
Khan's fast hands had all of Canelo's fans, including his family at ringside, terrified as the Brit backed him up with sporadic bursts of lightning combinations.
Virgil yells, "Flinch, flinch."
He remains.
Right hand.
While the crowd panicked, Canelo remained calm, softening Khan up with the odd power punch just to let him know any mistake would be met by his iron fist.
Back. As well as taking away his energy and everybody. And Kenny Bayless is stopping the fight.
In all honesty,
Here we go.
Again, remember, we have judges from foreign countries. Oh, good action.
Waiting on a break because it's now happening that Whitaker's doing.
Pernell Whitaker mixing it up much more than anybody expected.
Pernell took the crowd by surprise as he opted to fight Chavez at his own game, up close and personal. And when you tie in his unparalleled ability to evade punches at any distance, Chavez fans quickly realized that this wasn't going to be another routine victory.
Solid balance. I'll tell you.
Oh, Whitaker landing to the head of Chavez.
The pressure from Chavez was prevalent throughout, yet for much of the time, he was punching fresh air and being met by 4 or 5 shots in return.
Wild finish to round 9.
The decision is a majority.
Right hand scored by Leonard. And Hearns says, yeah, you got me. Well, he may be aiming for a big right hand. Roaring, here at Caesar Palace. Overhand right fist by Leonard. Right hand by Hearns.
There was certainly no love lost as both men engaged in a brutal slugfest early on, but Leonard led the charge as Hearns' withering resilience was tested. Hearns got a substantial second wind and started landing crushing combinations, which eventually led to the fight's only genuine knockdown in the 12th, with precise punches from Hearns leaving Leonard no option but to kiss the canvas.
With a combination from Hearns.
Although many fans felt Hearns' late surge was enough to get the decision, the
Get past the 4 round if they don't start fighting a little more. Like that.
Body shot by Matisse. Zab Judah landed a left straight down the middle.
Armando Santa Cruz.
Batista's push. So far,
Zab wanted to impress his dissolving HBO fanbase, and he put on a clinic for 8 to 9 rounds before the young knockout merchant marked his territory.
In terms of talent, it's a mismatch.
Hard right hand by Matisse. Zab Judah goes down.
Matisse finished strong, but Zab's work early on had
Tapia wants to lure Romero into a war. Munich energy buzz, being the counter inside as Romero comes at him. Romero trying to block that Tapia.
Tapia took Romero's rise personally, goading his man with every clean punch landed, all in an attempt to win the crowd's favor.
Remarkably effective in landing power punches, and he digs to the body one more time. Tapia taunting Romero.
The fight itself was closely contested, with both guys giving their all for the win. Still, in the end, Tapia's extra bit of energy, eye-catching combos, and desire to become the people's champ once more became the deciding factor, winning the fight by unanimous decision.
I refuse to go
On the most dangerous challenges the boxing world had to offer. In this case, Ernie Shavers, the man who is often cited as the hardest puncher in boxing history. It always baffled me how Ali approached this fight. His confidence was bewildering. Ali was taunting the crowd between rounds, exaggerating his opponent's damage while simultaneously racking up the large majority of rounds. Shavers did land some heavy shots, but nothing Ali's granite chin hadn't dealt with 1,000 times in the past. Square Garden in 1986.
And a 5-punch combination for a good left hook. There's the left hook. Very good.
The opening 4 rounds optimized the very subject matter of this video, with the blazing speed of Camacho matched only by the omnipotence that Rosario brought to every fight.
There's to appear his vision. A left hand and Camacho's hurt. Rosario is right on him.
Camacho was thoroughly beaten up in round 5, but proved once more that he has the skills to back up his bravado, as he miraculously turned the contest on its head thereafter, gaining the favor of 2 of the 3 ring.
Untried.
Kanzaki is a very fast starter. 10 first round wins.
Eubank acknowledged Joe's feat with a grin and a smirk, which led to Calzaghe rubbing salt in the wounds by essentially out-showboating one of the finest showboaters that had ever blessed the British ring.
The better of it. called you back several times.
Oh, big left and a right. Ozagi has answered the questions here.
Eubank pushed the young champ all the way, though the final was up in April 1990.
And the fact that he can put his punches together.
Great short left hook. Oh, big left hook by Ruddock that stunned. And again he lands a left hook that rocks Michael Dokes.
Dokes had arguably the fastest hands among any heavyweight of his time and used his skills to unsettle Ruddock early on.
Shaken by it. Dokes opening up.
Ruddock, who possessed the infamous smash punch, remained involved in the action, just biding his time to unleash his true power.
Good left hook. Dokes went down to the second string. Dokes is down. And he may be out. It's all over. It's all over.
Ruddock wasn't taking any chances with that finish, a brutal ending after an action-packed 4 rounds.
Round one.
Well, here with Tubbs, the uppercut. I also know the uppercut of Mike Tyson.
One punch after the bell.
While Tubbs did pump out quicker punches, his flat-footed style played right into Tyson's hands, leading to an inevitable knockout within the first few minutes.
Tell what another punch hurt.
Tubbs is hurt. Tubbs is hurt badly. It was a left hook.
And it's over.
My mission is to go and destroy and not to let anything get involved.
A left-handed fighter. And it's
So far in round number one. Right hand by De La Hoya. Well, we'll watch to see if Clancy talks to De La Hoya. De La Hoya lands a hard counter right. Stiff jail. And down goes Cortez.
The razor-thin slugfest saw both men score knockdowns in round 6, where the fight continued at a frantic pace all the way until the unforgettable 12th and final round, when Oscar scored another knockdown and went all guns blazing for the finish.
Duarte holding on. Remember Lennon Hearns? Remember Tommy Hearns leading in the fight? Halpin's gonna stop it.
The heart shown from both men throughout, particularly here in the 12th, was incredible. Oscar got the decision, whereafter he
Trying to figure out exactly what he wants to do.
Meaningful as it will if Klitschko lands.
And imposing his imagination on Klitschko.
Why is the fight overlooked? Well, it was lackluster in action, to put it mildly. Yet this was quite obviously Tyson Fury's game plan, to unsettle the champ with unorthodox movements and unpredictable striking patterns.
Punches counted by Kamikaze.
Oh, good shot.
Big left hook by Fury.
The odd decent punch landed, but Vladimir couldn't get things going as a whole, leading to one of the biggest upsets in heavyweight history.
The DQ would be.
It's hard to come to foreign countries and get